What's up, everybody? This is Siyo from Fireside Cast. I want to bring some attention to the first LAN we are hosting, Physgun Fireside Denver 2025, the first international TF2 LAN with 3 continents since Esports Rewind. We have 2 fundraisers currently ongoing, one for Witness Gaming EU that is only less than 30% of the way through their fundraising goal, and our own fundraiser on Fireside's website, which is going to be raising money for production expenses and for the prize pool. If you guys feel inclined to donate to both, please check the links below in the description, and thank you all who have supported Fireside in the past and moving forward. Thank you all.
Welcome back to Fireside Recaps, where we catch you up to speed on the happenings of competitive TF2. Starting off in North America. 2025 will be a big year for LANs. In North America, Physgun Fireside Denver 2025 will occur in May, and RGL Season 18 Invite LAN in July. Up-and-coming teams and seasoned teams alike have returned with intent to potentially compete at these LANs. Excitement is kicking off for the start of RGL Season 17 Invite 6s. Season 17 consists of 9 teams in the Invite division. While originally slated to begin with 10, the Thrombology roster has folded prior to the season's start. But this does not weaken the competition at all. With the return of G6, the rivalry continues between them and Froyotech, albeit with a shocking roster move. Lolguy, G6's medic, elected to instead play for the Exile-led Franz J Presents. With G6's medic spot vacant, former G6 medic Howard will reprise his old role as G6 hopes to take the Season 17 championship. Froyotech, losing Logan to G6, brings back Habib, while Banny returns to the Pocket Scout role. In the midst of role swaps, Brandslam switches scout roles, joining Laz on the flank. There's also Jiminy, a team led by Yite, featuring ex-Witness Gaming teammate Artist on Demo and ex-Froyotech Pocket Scout Gungan on Soldier. Interestingly enough, Psy makes the role swap from his usual Demo Man or Pocket Soldier role to Pocket Scout, and Blank, an up-and-coming scout from the Highlander scene, fills the Flank Scout role. One last mention is the Cell, a team that consists of a mixture of up-and-coming talent and seasoned veterans. The up-and-comers include Raven and Soar as the Cell's scout duo, and Greg on Roamer, the latter of which is looking to complete his first full season of Invite. Of the experienced half is Jay on Medic, Dingo on Demo Man, and High Five on Pocket Soldier. Many eyes will be kept on them after strong performances from Raven and Soar in Season 16. As always, you can find all coverage for Season 17 on RGL and Fireside Casts, links in the description below. RGL implements match servers for Advanced and Invite 6s. RGL has rolled out match servers for Season 17 for the first time, with Advanced and Invite being the first divisions to test out the new feature. On Advanced and Invite match pages, there's now a Click to Connect button, which will connect players to an assigned server for the match. This feature removes the hassle of needing to find servers from server providers like Physgun or ServeMe. Priority location for these servers will be in Chicago, the main location for most competitive TF2 servers. This feature isn't new to the competitive TF2 scene, more specifically in North America. Back when ESEA supported league play for TF2, matches would allow team leaders to connect to a server hosted by ESEA to play the match via the match page. Additionally, a nice feature was that when matches were live, an STV link would be available on the match page, though its reliability was finicky as past NA TF2 broadcasts lived and died by the STV's reliability. Alex.exe replaces peniferous on GlobalClan. After beginning RGL Season 17 with 3 losses to Froyotech, The Cell, and Jiminy, GlobalClan have made a roster change with hopes of turning their fortunes around. Leaving the roster is their demo man Peniferous, who played with the core of Grapejuice and Scratch on previous GlobalClan iterations. In comes Alex.exe, a demo man who was last active back in RGL Season 5 under GlobalClan Ice, alongside star names like Ash, Laz, and Brandslam. Both that season and the previous saw Alex.exe finish with silver placements, both falling short against Froyotech in the grand final. Alex.exe's greatest achievement yet came just after Season 5, with Team ASDF in the 2021 DreamHack TF2 Community Clash, where ASDF defeated Froyotech in the grand final 2-0 to win $1,200. Alex.exe made his return on February 4th, helping GlobalClan grab their first win against Poop Gaming with a 4-2 win in Snakewater. But GlobalClan also played like a G6 on Bagel, where they were swept 4-0. Nonetheless, keep your eye out on GlobalClan to see if this new star power will be the edge they need against their most competitive opponents. Witness Gaming Highlander returned for Season 20 Highlander. The Witness Gaming roster that defeated Team Fun in one of the closest grand finals in RGL Highlander have returned after 3 seasons of inactivity. The roster from that Season 16 Miracle remains almost the same, with the exception being of their heavy, Zukima. In Zukima's place is Eerie, a heavy with experience dating back to UGC, starting with their Invite Platinum debut in Season 16 on the Silver Savages roster. Though having a multitude of accolades to his name, he will have his work cut out for him to help Witness Gaming replicate their success against a stronger opponent than Team Fun. That opponent being Goonman Chubbs Daniel, led by Bowl and Jacob, featuring their ragtag squad from various seasons in the past. They are the definitive favorites heading into Season 20 of Invite Highlander, and they will be Witness Gaming's toughest opponents to date. If you want to learn more about Witness Gaming Highlander's Season 16 run, check out the 2-part series we made about them, which will be linked in the description below. Hop on Lava Spire and Goblin Jax's reign. The RGL Pastime 4v4 Cup concluded in what may be a shocker to those looking from afar. The long-reigning Goblin Jax, who dominantly won the past 2 RGL Pastime Cups, fell to Hop on Lava Spire in the grand final. Hop on Lava Spire, featuring former Goblin Jack Sage J, ran through the entire invite bracket flawlessly, defeating everyone in their path without a single map loss. They did encounter resistance from playoffs finalists Quad Damage and Anime Lovers, both of whom pushed Hop on Lava Spire to the brink of group stage losses on multiple occasions. On the other hand, the retooled Goblin Jax roster, bolstered by the addition of up-and-comer Cringy, failed to make a dent in Hop on Lava Spire during the group stage, mustering only 1 round in their 2 meetings. Hop on Lava Spire's display of dominance culminated in the grand final, where they swept Goblin Jax 2-0 without dropping a single round, cementing themselves as the best team in Pastime to date. Coverage of the 3rd RGL Pastime Cup can be found on the Fireside YouTube channel, and you can find VODs in the playlist below. Now moving on to Europe. ETF2L Season 49 Premiership ramps up in anticipation of LAN. With Samakot, Danish Tyrant Regime, and Garda Pantieri all having qualified for ETF2L Season 49 Premiership, European TF2 is looking primed for one of its most competitive seasons in recent history. Of the qualifying teams, the MAC-led Big Bloke season is left as the odd team out, as they were eliminated in the final qualification match versus Garda Pantieri. The 3 qualifying teams join a stacked roster of Premiership teams, all of which will be participating at the upcoming poLAND.tf LAN in March at the base stack location in Łódź, Poland. You have the Witness Gaming EU roster, a team built with aspirations of taking home the international trophy on North American soil at the Physgun Fireside Denver 2025. But they made big changes in swapping out their roamer Salentes for Hugo and their demoman Domo for Lucas ahead of their upcoming LAN journey. Then there's the Frenchman in 4Fence. The recent Premiership winners have marched into the new season without making any changes. They're a threat to the European throne, having pushed Witness Gaming to the limit already by defeating them in their regular season matchup on Bagel and taking Witness to Golden Cap on Granary. Venomcrest, renamed to Pepe's Pizza Party, looks to build upon a great showing from Uberfest 2024. They come in as a dark horse, having to overcome much fiercer competition in comparison to last season. Mandem returns with original founding member Inso, but will be weakened by the loss of Fancy, who will be prioritizing studies for the season. They also lose longtime member Lardox, opting for a replacement they're familiar with, Rons. Mandem were the former Premiership champions, but were overthrown by 4Fence in last season's grand final. And then there's Anticide, the new kids on the block featuring players from various teams from last season. Anticide themselves are no slouches, as they have equally contested all their Premiership counterparts in scrims. You can find most of the ETF2L Season 49 Premiership coverage from Essentials.tf and PrintStream.gg. Alternatively, on days where more than 2 matches occur, you may also find some matches casted on EU producer Animation Stream, all of which will be linked in the description below. ETF2L removes one-tick Ctap bind scripts and other scripts. Jumping into Season 49, ETF2L have updated their illegal scripts rule to include one-tick Ctap rocket jump scripts. For context, a Ctap is a precisely timed rocket that enables a user to gain more distance and perform jumps that otherwise might not be possible with standard rocket jumps. For example, rocket jumping between the catwalks on Granary Middle can only be performed with a Ctap. A one-tick Ctap script would enable users to bind their keys to consistently get perfect Ctap timing, thus leading to its ban in ETF2L. An example of a one-tick Ctap script can be found in the comments of the article posted by ETF2L. You can find other ban scripts in the article below. Invited teams and qualifiers announced for poLANd.tf 2025 LAN. Supra, one of poLANd.tf's organizers, recently announced the invited list for poLANd 2025. To no one's surprise, it features almost the entirety of ETF2L's Season 49 Premiership, with the exception of Garda Pantieri. A follow-up post included more invited attendees, including Premiership qualifying team Samakot, a Mac-led team Big GlobalClan, and the Dogs, a team that recently participated at Uberfest 2024. The rest of the spots will be decided in a qualifier that is currently being covered by Essentials.tf. You can find the games on their Twitch stream. For finding upcoming coverage ahead of time, check out the coverage schedule on teamfortress.tv. And for more information on the qualifier, you can view the qualifier's Liquipedia page. All links will be down below. Now on to Oceania and AsiaFortress. Ascension wins Summer Brawl 2025. Summer Brawl ended its one-day tournament with an Ascension win, defeating the powers that be in a grand final that went to the last round of the last map of a best of 3. This cements yet another entertaining grand final from the Oceanic scene, with the matchup between Soiree and Struck Minds at LAN Down Under still fresh in everyone's minds. Ascension featured Witness Gaming AU soldier Connor, who joined forces with fellow Premier soldier Piplin in the core of Ascension's Season 40 Premier roster. AsiaFortress Premier Scout Nami moves to North America. After making a move to North America, Nami has linked up with the and Walrex-led Poop Gaming for Season 17. This marks Nami's debut in North American Invite after a long storied history in AsiaFortress. Nami's history goes as far back as AsiaFortress Season 15 Premier, where he played alongside ex-Team Immunity members Termo and Yuki on the team Ego. That season saw Ego and the famed Jasmine T as favorites. After taking the win over Jasmine T earlier in playoffs, Jasmine T would get their revenge versus Ego in the grand final, snatching first. That season had high stakes surrounding it, as the winner also took the $1,060 prize pool to help fund the winning team's trip to I-58. Nami's last season in AsiaFortress before this continental move was in Season 30 Premier with Alt and the Humans, where they lost in the grand final to Soiree. Nami's debut came on February 4th in a doubleheader versus Freotech and GlobalClan, where Poop Gaming lost 0-5 to Freotech on Sultry and 2-4 to GlobalClan on Snakewater, the latter being broadcasted on RGL. AsiaFortress's Highlander second season reaches playoffs. AsiaFortress's second season of Highlander is underway and currently in its playoff stage. Though coverage is limited, last season's grand final was casted on Capping TV, which will be linked in the description below. Highlander returning to the AsiaFortress scene is thanks in part to Vital, the league admin of AsiaFortress. Despite coverage being limited, you can keep up to date on the league through Liquipedia and the AsiaFortress site, both of which are linked below. And that wraps up our recap this time around. 2025 is going to be an exciting year to follow competitive TF2. Be sure to follow us at Fireside Casts to see our continued coverage here in North America, and hope you all enjoyed.